Yo, Celtics Nation! It's your diehard Boston defender bringing the heat straight from Beantown. The vibes are tense, the fan base is restless, and the news we've got today will glue you to your screen. We're dropping two bombshells that could flip our season upside down. And trust me, you're not ready for this. Are the Celtics making the right calls, or are we throwing away our championship legacy? You won't believe what's coming, so grab a seat, smash that like button, and let's dive into the news. What's going down? Can we handle this? The green runs deep, but man, our hearts are racing for a reason. That championship squad we went wild for? The salary cap is knocking, and the Celtics are feeling the squeeze. A trade proposal's floating around, and the name in the middle of it all is none other than Kristaps Porzingis. Yup. The guy who was a cornerstone of our 2024 title run might be on his way out. The deal's coming from the Utah Jazz, led by our old pal Danny Ainge, and it's the kind that makes you scratch your head. Get this, it's a straight up salary dump. The Jazz would send Jordan Clarkson, KJ Martin, and Svi Mykhailiuk for Porzingis and a second round pick. Yeah, you heard that right. Three players who combined don't come close to our Latvian unicorn's impact. Porzingis, who wrapped the season with 19.5 points, 6.8 rebounds, and 2.1 assists, is a beast on the court. But his hefty contract is pushing Boston to consider shedding salary to escape the second apron. Fans are torn. On X, some are screaming it's insanity, saying trading a guy who brings defense and outside shooting for rotation pieces is tossing the ring away. Others argue that with new ownership and the bill coming due, it's time to get practical. Strategically, it's a gamble. Losing Porzingis could weaken our paint, especially with no clear replacement. Clarkson brings scoring but isn't a defensive anchor. KJ Martin, athletic but raw. Mykhailiuk, just a three-point shooter. The trade eases the wallet, but at what cost on the court? Boston's got until summer's end to decide. Hold the championship core or cut costs to breathe later. While we process that, another news drop will leave you speechless. And while we're still reeling from the Porzingis trade talk, another bombshell hits Boston. Guess who's on the San Antonio Spurs radar? Jaylen Brown. That's right. Our 2024 Finals MVP, the dude who carried us with 22.2 points, 5.8 rebounds, and 4.5 assists last season, is being eyed for a super team in Texas. Chris Mannix from Sports Illustrated dropped on the off-season that the Spurs want Brown to pair with Victor Wembanyama and maybe De'Aaron Fox. But hold up, it's not that simple. Jason Tatum's injury, a torn right Achilles tendon sidelining him for the entire 2025-26 season, is forcing the Celtics to rethink everything. Without Tatum, Brown's the team's backbone, but the salary cap's crushing us. The Spurs offer won't include their gem Stephen Castle, but could bring the number 2 draft pick, Devin Vassell, Keldon Johnson, and future first rounders. On X, fans are losing it. Some call it betrayal to even consider moving Brown. Others think the package could rebuild our future without Tatum. Strategically, it's a tough call. Brown, even with a partially torn meniscus, is one of the NBA's top two-way players. Trading him for youth and picks could ease financial strain, but what about the immediate hit? San Antonio wants a young core to grow with Wemby, and Brown at 28 fits. But can Boston let go of the team's heart? This offseason's gonna be wild, and the story's just getting started. Celtics Nation is on edge with these updates. First, the potential Porzingis trade, which saves cash but could gut our paint strength. Then, the jaw-dropping rumor of Jaylen Brown to the Spurs right when Tatum's out for a year. These are moves that could secure our financial future or torch our legacy. Boston's at a crossroads. Keep the championship core or rebuild for the next decade. What do you think? Is trading Brown betrayal or a masterstroke? And Porzingis worth the risk? Drop your take in the comments, hit that like, subscribe, and let's get this debate rolling. I'm reading every word.